Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about step 3 of the home buying process, which is going to be writing an offer. So this is the part of the process where you want to rely heavily on your real estate agent. Okay, writing an offer on a house is a 10-page contract in California. I'm sure it's going to be lengthy no matter what state you're in. So you want to make sure that your real estate agent is savvy, seasoned, and knows what they're doing, because you're going to rely heavily on them to make sure that they protect you. Okay, I'm going to share with you a hack at the end of this video that most people do not know, so make sure to watch to the end. I'm going to release the hack that even some real estate agents don't even know about. Alright, so here are some of the basics that you should know when you're writing an offer. So number 1 is purchase price. Obviously, what price are you offering on this house? How long is escrow going to be? Do you have a 30-day escrow, a 20-day escrow? You know, a lot of that's going to have to do with how long it's going to take to get a loan. Okay, so talk to your loan officer and find out how long it's going to take and what's the fastest they can close on a loan, so that, you know, you can write a shorter escrow period, which is going to be better for the seller, and it's going to make your offer more enticing. Okay, so one of the things you can do when you're writing an offer to, again, make your offer more enticing, especially in a competitive market, is you can shorten the contingencies. So what the hell are contingencies? So the way I like to explain it is, think of yourself going to battle, right? So you're going to battle with the seller. Not really, but if you are going to battle, contingencies are like your shield, okay? The shield is going to protect you. So in what way is the contingency going to protect you? Well, when you write an offer, you have an agreement, you go into escrow, you're going to deposit money into escrow. So escrow is going to hold something between 2 to 3% of the purchase price of the house. So let's say you're buying a $500,000 house, you're going to have to put 15 grand deposit in escrow. Escrow is going to hold that money. The contingencies are what's going to protect that money. In case something doesn't work out, obviously you don't want to lose 15 grand. So the contingencies are going to save you. They're going to get you your money back if things don't go well. So there's 3 common contingencies, and they are inspection, appraisal, and loan. Okay, so the hack that I'm going to give you has to do with these at the end of the video. So inspection contingency means you do an inspection, you don't like what you see, you can cancel, you get your $15,000 back. Appraisal, same thing. You do an appraisal when you're getting a loan. The appraisal, you put an offer for $500,000, the appraisal comes in at $480,000, and the seller's not willing to reduce their price, you can cancel. And then if the third contingency is your loan contingency. If something goes wrong with your loan, God forbid you lose your job during the process and now you can't get a loan, you get your $15,000 back. So contingencies are one of the most important things in the contract. Okay, so hopefully everything goes smooth, but if it doesn't, you don't want to be out that money. So in a competitive market, if you want to sweeten your offer, it's not just about offering the highest price. It's what you can do, like I mentioned earlier, is you can shorten your contingencies. Okay, so if you go into a house and it looks great, right? It's updated, it's remodeled, you do a walkthrough and it just looks great, shorten your inspection contingency. Your inspection contingency could only be like a week. You know, typically the standard inspection contingency is 17 days. You don't need 17 days to do an inspection. Okay, you could do that within a week. So you can sweeten your offer by shortening your contingencies or even removing them altogether. Okay, something else that you can do when you write an offer to help your chances of getting your offer accepted, because again, right now, when you're watching this video, we're in the middle of a pandemic, but this strategy could apply to any time period. Okay, so even in the middle of a pandemic, we have a very, very competitive market. A lot of buyers, not a lot of sellers. So the demand is high, inventory is low. So if you find a good house, there's going to be multiple offers. So what can make your offer stand out is writing a personalized letter with some cute family photos. It really makes a difference, because a lot of sellers have lived in their home and it's been their family home for 10, 20, 30 years. I've seen this happen so many times where you have someone who's finally selling their home after been living in there for 20 or 30 years. The kids have grown up and moved out and they just need to downsize. And what happens is, in a competitive market, not only are you going to get buyers, you're going to get real estate developers, you're going to get flippers, right? So if you are competing with a developer who wants to buy the house as an investment, gut it, remodel it and sell it, versus a family who loves the house the way it is, and let's say it's a young couple with a baby or a dog or both, and you write a personalized letter and you talk about, hey, we love this house, we want to make this our family home, we love the beautiful landscape backyard, we love the den where we can have gatherings and friends over and watch a movie, and we look forward to spending and creating memories in your beautiful house. And you include some really cute pictures with you and your loved one, and your puppy or a baby, whatever it is. When the seller looks at the two offers and everything is pretty similar as far as the price and things like that, but you have that letter and you're going up against that investor who wants to gut the place, trust me when I say you are going to have a much, much better chance of getting your offer accepted. And I've had at least 3 different scenarios in the past 2 years where the agent has told me, Roger, that letter was amazing, and the reason we went with you was because of that letter. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm coming out with videos every single week, sometimes twice a week, giving you guys updates on really, really valuable information. So that's how much of an impact a nice personalized letter with some cute pictures can have when you are bidding against other people, especially against developers, investors, and people who are trying to flip that home. So that can be huge. Use that to your advantage. Tug at those heartstrings of those sellers. Another quick thing you could do to help your chances of getting your offer accepted is have your agent submit a pre-approval letter with the screenshot of your credit score. Okay, showing the sellers that you have an excellent credit score can help your chances of getting your offer accepted versus other people if they have a lower credit score, because that means there's a really good chance you can get that loan and not cancel on that house. Okay, so another thing you could do when you're writing your offer is offer a rent back at a reduced rate or even free of charge. So what that means is sometimes you have, again, sellers who have lived in that same house for 20, 30 years. They're gonna have a lot of stuff and it's gonna be really hard for them to move. If you say, hey, Mr. Jones, I know you've lived in this house for a very long time. What I wanna do is I wanna offer you 1 extra week or 2 extra weeks after we close to give you time to move, okay? The sellers are really gonna appreciate not being rushed out of their house. They're really gonna appreciate having those extra couple weeks to help them move. Because if you know anyone that's lived in that same house for 20, 30 years, you know they're gonna have a lot of stuff and it's not gonna be the easiest thing to pack everything and move. So offer a rent back. I would even recommend in a competitive market, offer a free rent back. I recently did this with one of my buyers too. We said, hey, we know this house is amazing. Okay, you've taken such great care of it. It's completely remodeled, looks great. You've lived here for over 5 years. We want to offer you 25 days after we close to move, free of charge. And guess what? We got our offer accepted against 10 other offers because not only did we go high on our price, something really competitive, but we offered a free rent back, which really meant a lot to the sellers. Okay, another thing to keep in mind when writing an offer is everything is negotiable, okay? So if you see a piece of furniture that you really like, ask for it. Ask for it. Say, hey, look, I'm gonna offer you an amazing price. I'm gonna offer short contingencies. I'm gonna offer you a rent back, but that's a really nice dining room table and chair set. I'd like you to leave it. Or a fire pit, your fire pit's really beautiful. Would you mind leaving it in the sale? Usually if you really have a strong offer, the seller's not gonna mind leaving a piece of furniture, behind for you guys. You just gotta ask, okay? You gotta ask and you shall receive. All right, so now I'm gonna reveal the one hack that I learned about 2 years ago when I attended a real estate contract seminar led by a broker who was also an attorney. Okay, so you may be asking, when we talked about contingencies earlier, you may be asking, hey Roger, well, if I have a loan contingency, I can only cancel if there's something wrong with the loan, right? Wrong. That's not true. So here's what you guys got to remember. Let's say you have 3 contingencies. You have your inspection at 7 days, appraisal at 10 days, and loan at 14 days. So let's say you're 10 days in. You've removed your inspection contingency and you've removed your appraisal contingency. Your last contingency is your loan contingency. Let's say the loan is fine, okay? Let's say you just had a change of heart at the very last minute and you're like, I found a better house. I'd rather buy that one. I'd rather cancel this one and buy that one. Can I cancel it? I only have my loan contingency. The answer is yes, you can. You can cancel for any reason as long as you have one contingency in place. Okay? So please keep this in mind. Even if you remove your first and your second contingencies and you have one left, okay, you can cancel for any reason. Okay? It doesn't have to necessarily be that there's something going on with your loan. And a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of agents, won't even use this strategy, even though it's completely legal. All you have to do is send a letter. Again, not you, your agent. There's a form that they can fill out that simply says, I am exercising my loan contingency. So you can cancel, you get your deposit back, and you move on to the next property that you liked, or you move on for whatever reason. You don't have to cancel because there's something wrong with the loan. If that's the only contingency you have left, you can cancel for any reason. So that wraps it up for step 3. Make sure to stay tuned for step 4 of the home buying process, which is the escrow process. So I'm going to break down what you need to know so that when you get your offer accepted, you've written an offer, you've gotten into escrow, things you can do in escrow, and things you can negotiate while you are in escrow. So make sure to keep watching. We're going to come back with step 4 escrow hacks. See you guys.